The Ismaili Muslims are a culturally diverse community living in over 25 countries around the world, led by His Highness the Aga Khan. Ismailis adhere to a 1,400-year tradition of Shia Muslim values that are expressed through a commitment to a search for knowledge for the betterment of self and society, embracing pluralism by building bridges of peace and understanding, and generously sharing of one's time, talents, and material resources to improve the quality of life of the community and those among who they live.
The first mass migration of Ismailis to Canada came in the 1970s when Idi Amin decided that Asians had no place to be in Uganda. And Canada very generously opened its doors to people who really came penniless, with a lot of hope, with a very strong set of values. His Highness the Aga Khan, in 1978, when he came to Canada to meet with the community, he expressed this desire that the Ismailis establish themselves here, make Canada our home. And that was an anchoring moment for us, in addition to the establishment by His Highness of the Ismaili Centre in Vancouver. The Ismailis have a certain set of values, and those values are very congruent with Canadian values. I mean, we see Canada really as a tapestry of people from all over the world. And the greater we engage in society, the stronger that tapestry becomes. And so that's what the Ismailis, I think, fundamentally believe. And it's important that if this is our country, if we're going to call ourselves Canadian, then we should, in all respects, be Canadian, including, very importantly, contributing to building society, to making it better, to ensuring that the environment is strong. We don't really see it as, how do you say, philanthropy or giving back. We see it as important in improving the quality of life, the people amongst whom we live.
For all Ismaili Muslims, we have the benefit of His Highness's guidance, and that guidance has informed us and taught us that in Islam, there is no differentiation between one's material life and one's spiritual life. One has to think not about just one's own self-interest, but really the interests of others. And I think His Highness put it best. He said, the question is not only what have I achieved, but what is it that I have helped others achieve? So this notion of quality of life of members of the community and the broader community in which we live is paramount to the ethics and values that we live by. And so this effort to contribute to the well-being of others, we would say is not so much philanthropy as much as it is our responsibility.
Over the last 30 years, I've had various volunteer roles within the community. I was on the board of the foundation for 7 years. In my history of providing volunteer services, it was one of the most rewarding times for me, just because of the nature of the work and the impact. And healthcare is so important for all of us, right? It touches everyone.
The Ismaili community has made a dramatic impact in terms of what we've been able to do at VGH. They have been leaders in advocacy, in education, in being role models for so many. We're so grateful for the work that they have done and the fundraising that they have achieved.
For the past 25 years, the Ismaili Muslim community of BC has held the Ismaili Walk, a community walk and fundraising event. With the walk, the Council partners with community and civil society groups to raise awareness and money for a local cause in Vancouver. Since its inception, the event has raised over $5 million in support of local community organizations.
The Ismaili Walk means a lot to me. I was involved in the first one. This was our chance to say thank you for accepting us and for welcoming us and for being here and for making us successful. When we were approached by the foundation, we were very excited. But when they made their presentation in the council chambers, and I looked around, all the council members were nodding and they were saying, yes, this resonates with what we are facing in our community. What really, really resonates for us is that we were helping locally. And so you see the impact. Our relationship with VGH and UBC Foundation has been amazing. All our partnerships have been amazing. Over the last 25 years, we've had maybe 20 different partners. And I've got to tell you, we have gotten back as much as we've given, if not more. And then we also hear the stories, the impact that we've had. single individuals, families who have reaped the benefits of what we have done. And those are very, very special times. And you can't take those back. And you will always hold that in your heart, that we helped.
I've been involved with the Ismaili community for, I'd say, close to 30 years. Initially, I served on the United Way's campaign cabinet and was a participant and a supporter of the partnership walk at that time. And then over the years, I've been involved with many organizations that have benefited from the really splendid and generous support of the Ismaili community. This is a community that is extraordinary in its ability to reach out, to welcome others in, but also to reach out and provide support to the broader community. I've learned so much from the generosity of these truly remarkable people, and I hope to have the privilege of continuing that work in the years ahead.
Ismaili Civic, launched in 2007, reflects the community's ongoing tradition and ethic of voluntary service, together with its commitment to improve quality of life.
We see that the community leadership has taken, I think, a very exciting step forward. And instead of consolidating around money, what's more difficult than money? It's time, it's knowledge. It's taking what you've been able to acquire over the course of an education or a career and being able to give it back, or to be able to, instead of saying giving it back, let's say, let's contribute it and help build society in this way, and have defined a program called the Ismaili Civic, which I think not only will go around this country, but I'm hopeful will go around the world. It's important that as Canadians, we contribute to building our country.
Ismaili Civic is an initiative that takes place all across Canada, and some of the events that we do include volunteering at the food bank, or doing shoreline cleanups, and helping build homes with Habitat for Humanity, and all with the effort of improving quality of life. For Canada's 150th anniversary, the Ismaili community wanted to give a gift to Canada, and we chose to do this through Civic. And the gift was of donating 1 million hours of service to Canada.
Whenever us as youth come out to an event to give back, everybody's so excited to be there. We're ready to put in the work. You know, for us, it's about coming together as a community and really giving our time together to give back to the vulnerable, to show our care, our compassion, our kindness, and give back to a community that has given so much to us.
It's really inspiring to me to see how dedicated the volunteers are, and it makes me want to volunteer for many years to come.
The Ismaili community is unique in that they truly embody what it means to be an engaged citizen. And they came here as a group of immigrants under very difficult circumstances. And obviously, through the faith and the ties of that culture, made a very conscious decision as individuals, as families, and as a community that they wanted to belong. And just as importantly, that they wanted this community to be a better place. Our foundation is profoundly grateful to the Ismaili community of British Columbia for their generosity, for their leadership, for their active and engaged citizenship. But I also know that I speak on behalf of so many other community organizations and educational institutions across British Columbia who've benefited from that same set of gifts that the Ismaili community has brought to our foundation. They have enriched literally thousands of people's lives across this province. I think all of us are better for it.
I want to, on behalf of the Ismaili community in British Columbia and really across the country, express our profound gratitude and appreciation to the VGH and UBC Hospital Foundation for this acknowledgement, for the recognition of the work and the ethic of giving back to our community, to all British Columbians, that we as a community have been and remain committed to. It is especially an honor that this is the first time this award is being presented to a faith-based community. And for us, it will not only remind us of that ethic of ours and what we've done over the years that we've been fortunate to call British Columbia home, but also what we are committed to continuing doing as we move forward.